I don't know if you can see it from the GoPro, but that water, holy God.
Looks pretty incredible.
Oh my
Sorry
God.
about my dodgy filming. I just was like, I have to show all the things.
It looks like, I don't know, the Bahamas or something.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
But there is a bit of a lineup.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But that was a bit weird. You can't book into this place.
No, not for the powered or unpowered sites. You just have to rock up. So.
Yeah, literally say that on the website. So no bookings taken. Rock up. We're probably here a little bit later than what we wanted to be, but
it was a little bit further than we thought.
yeah, it's all part of it. I think we ended up driving for about 3 hours. Nearly a bit over that, 3.5 maybe. Anyway.
Closer to Port Hedland. This beach is so amazing for like collecting shells. We just walked down today and there's piles, like literally piles of shells. It's so cool. The kids are going nuts. They're having the best time. Mom, there's so many shells. It's pretty cool.
So this is 80 Mile Beach, guys. Not sure if it's 80 Mile because of how long it is or how far the tide bloody goes out here. It's absolutely insane. Now, no tinnies. A bit disappointed, but I understand now because there's just all these shore dumpers and I don't know, you'd have to be pretty committed to get it in here. And there's the marine sanctuary, which I think is just down there. We don't want to risk it. Surely if fisheries we're going to hang somewhere, it's around here. But so many people fishing off the beach. Heaps of threadfin.
There's something out there.
Some dewies. Yeah.
I just saw something happening out there. I don't know what it is.
Don't know. I saw a few things jumping around last night.
Kingfish.
Toby's keen for a fish, so we'll chuck the big rod in, see what happens, stick it in a rod holder, have a beer. But yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely
the water
beautiful.
is so blue.
It's amazing. You can't fly the drones over the caravan park, but we're driving down the beach, so I might be able to get it up down a bit further.
Does anyone remember these from your school days? I used to like live on them. I ate so many, I became allergic and got a rash. The chicken ones were my fave, but I just saw them in the shops the other day, and so my kids are pretty keen to try them. I've talked them up pretty much, but I don't think they taste the same as when we were at school. What do you reckon?
Yummy.
Chips, can't go too far wrong.
So this is a pretty good indication of the tides around here. It's, how long we've been here, like an hour?
Yeah.
Something like that. The tide was right up here, pretty much I parked the car right on the water, and now it's right out there. So it goes quickly.
Well, I guess that's how you end up with these giant piles of shells, eh?
Oh, it's amazing how many shells there are. It's incredible.
So many. So we're back down on the beach fishing again today, and the kids have gone for a bit of an explore.
And we found the hammer shop.
Yeah,
I
look
found
at
the
that.
hammer shop.
Hold on.
I'm like, what? I found the hammer shop when I was walking down the beach.
That means they're around here.
Stinky.
Yeah, they're alive. Gross.
Yeah.
Get it away, it stinks.
It does.
So they reckon they're going to give it a funeral now. Please do, because it stinks. Good morning, gang.
Hey, so we've left 80 Mile. What do you think of 80 Mile?
Yes, it was lovely. The beach was lovely, but not our style really. It was very caravan parky.
Beautiful, beautiful spot. But
yes. But we couldn't fish. It was basically you just have to relax on the beach all day. And
you can fish, but we just can't fish.
I said we can fish, but we can't catch anything.
It's just it's a real kickback kind of place. There's not a lot to do.
No.
Go to the beach, pick up shells, and sit back at your van.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Alex is hanging to get the boat back in the water, and he couldn't do that there either. So.
Yeah, well, so that brings us to here. So we've come to Cape Keraudren, we think it's called. It's one of those places where everyone's calling it a different name.
We say Keraudren. We've heard Keraudren. Keraudren.
There's all different options.
I'm just calling it Cape K.
Yeah, we'll run with that. But so this is a national park. It is 150 k's north of Port Hedland. And we're just going to come here for a few nights, and hopefully it's not, well, it's going to be busy, everywhere is, but hopefully we can get a spot down here. So we've just paid at the pay station as you come in, being a national park, and we're just going to drive to the first campsite, just sort of see what we can get. Yeah.
I think we've tried to get here nice and early so we can have a bit of a look around and suss out where we feel is going to be best for us.
Yeah.
When we can get the boats off, because we've got the Lows with us again. Yeah, we're all pretty keen to go out for a fish and actually catch something again.
Yeah.
So Smithy's spoiled us. If we're not catching something, it's time to move on. So I was a little bit unsure about this place, like when I read about it on Wiki. Some of the reviews were a bit meh, but we got here and it is spectacular. Amazing.
And someone called a shark.
Yeah, we've been here for about an hour, and so far we've seen dolphins, turtles and sharks. So I reckon it's going to be a pretty good couple of days. Check out this view. Alright, so despite the good view, we are on the lookout for another campsite. The boys have just gone to suss it out. The wind has picked up something chronic, and it is blowing sand in straight through our windscreens. The bed is covered in sand, so that's going to be fun tonight. So hopefully the boys can find something a little bit more out of the wind, and it looks like we'll be moving. I'll give you a look at this sand. It's ridiculous, so good luck to Alex sleeping in this tonight. But all over his pillow. And as you all know, that is like my worst nightmare. So it wasn't even my choice to leave. The boys are just like, we can't sit outside. It's not very enjoyable to be here. So good view doesn't make up for being sandblasted. So I'll let you know where we end up. So we're moving.
It's just everything's getting sandblasted. I don't even know if you can hear us, but yeah, beautiful spot. We're literally just going to go around the corner. It's just a little bit more protected around there, and it's on the creek, so it'll still be a great spot.
Yeah.
We'll show you when we get there. Alrighty guys, so this is where we ended up, the creek. So we were just around the corner there, and I tell you what, it was the right decision because it is so much better here. It was just blowing its absolute guts out around that corner, southwesterly, and it's just ripping around right where we were. So we've come around here. It's heaps calmer. It's still windy. We're not getting the boat in. It's just not worth it. But we're on this beautiful little creek. The kids, it's tidal, and because the tides are so big here, it's very low at the moment, you can see. But this thing, in around 2 o'clock this arvo, it'll be full. People are fishing in there, getting whiting and stuff, so the kids will love that. What else? We're just going to go for a little explore. There's some mangroves and stuff around here. But yeah, so glad we moved. We were just getting absolutely sandblasted around that corner, which is crazy because when we rocked up it was calm as. And yeah, then it just absolutely blew its guts out. But it's all part of it. You can't really help that. And another bonus is we've got internet around this side. So we had absolutely no reception around there. And around here I've got good internet. So absolutely stoked. Made the right choice. Hey.
lovely.
But yeah, we'll show you this when it fills up, and kids will have a little play around and we'll have a bit of a fish. So where we're staying now, Cape Keraudren, it's at the end of 80 Mile Beach. So that's 80 Mile Beach, well this is it here, but if you kept going all the way down that way, you'd end up running back into the last place that we stayed, the 80 Mile Caravan Park. So it's a very long beach, I assume 80 miles. So this is how quick the tide can come in. Wow, that's not going to be long at all, and this whole area is going to be covered. Here's that tide coming in now. Have a look at this, it's just broken over the rocks here. Look how quick it comes in.
So, we just got back from our walk, and our friends the Lows are making bread and cake, and I'm feeling a little bit of FOMO, so we're going to make some bread as well. I got this good, what is it? Well and Good crusty bread mix. It's a gluten-free one. I went through a bit of a phase where I thought I might be gluten intolerant, so I got this to try and never did. I've since worked out I'm not gluten intolerant, but I've still got to use the bread, so we may as well just give it a go. And Tobes is pretty keen to help, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
So I'll let you know how it goes. I think we're just going to do it on the barbie and maybe like make some kind of stew or something on the fire tonight, hopefully, if the wind doesn't pick up. So yeah, can't wait to have some fresh bread to have with it.
Can I do it now? Yeah.
It's risen up alright, eh?
Yeah, it feels like fluffy. It says to brush it with oil, so I better do that. Give myself the best chance of success. I don't have high hopes for it, to be honest.
Some bread is better than no bread.
Might be some real thick, stodgy bread though, because we don't have like all the kneadings done by hand. We don't have machinery to do it in the van,
So we normally don't even have bread. It just goes mouldy too quick. So we just have wraps all the time pretty much. With the barbie here, you see I've got it actually back on the slide in the toolbox because it's blowing up again. It's just going to keep blowing the flame out. That's one thing with the Webbers, they're just a bit of wind and it just blows the flame out too easily. So I'll chuck it in and I'll slide it back in there and that'll just protect it and hopefully it doesn't go out. Kids are down here having a fish. Bella, you drag. If it's making that noise, wind your drag up. Well, the kids lost interest in fishing real quick. They ended up just going out there splashing around. But got a little brim. Left the rod out there. Anyway, he's very small. We'll chuck him back. But yeah, try to get some whiting. All right, I'm gonna check this bread. It's been in there for 25, 30 minutes, something like that. I reckon it's either really good or really bad.
Oh, it looks decent.
Ooh, that's hot. I don't know. How do you know?
I don't know.
Alright, so Sean just told us if you flip it upside down, tap it, it sounds hollow, it should be done. So, it should be done. It sounds hollow.
We're rolling with that. Why would you cut it in the middle?
To get one good slice. so people don't have to sit there watching as I cut 15 little slices.
We'll just cut one end bit off and see.
Okay.
That looks good.
Yeah,
It's like
you can have it. You're the bread lover.
Oh, it does feel like actual, like normal bread.
Well, it is bread.
But it's
Oh, it's gluten free. But what did you say?
Different.
You made it a little bit not gluten free.
Yeah, I had to use actual flour for like kneading and stuff, and to just make it a little bit less stodgy, because I must have put too much water or something. But
A little bit of bread with your butter.
no, it's alright.
Is it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say
That's
that.
how you eat Nutella. Oh,
We're trying to taste the bread.
no. The bread's just the vessel for the Nutella to the face. Nutella.
So how's the bread then?
No, it's good, eh?
What are you doing, babe?
Oh, I'm gonna attempt to stand up paddleboard, but I don't think I'm gonna be very good at it.
Oh, look at you go.
Tide's going really fast. We've done it again. We've left it all too late because I went down that way and ended up talking to people, and that's what happens on the road. You meet so many good people and you just end up having a beer and chatting and not cooking dinner. So anyway, we might be eating at about 9 o'clock tonight. But it's on now. Let's do it.
There's no food in it yet.
No.
But it's on the fire.
It's on. It's getting on. Good morning everyone. Hey, it's our last day here at Cape Keraudren and it is blowing a gale outside. I don't know if I can even really show you. Or if you can hear it, but we've had to close all our vents, so there we go.
We're losing some cans outside.
A few empty beer cans blowing around. Yeah, it's absolutely ripping through here. We knew the wind was going to pick up, but we didn't realise this much. So I don't know how much we're going to do today.
No.
It might be a bit of a sit inside and get some editing and a bit of work done day.
Yeah, not be sandblasted day.
I mean, it's beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
It's hard holding that door open.
Yeah. The old weather gods have been good to us. That wind has died right down. We've got a beautiful afternoon, and this tide's just come in, so the creek's filled up. So we'll have another little fish down here. Not expecting much, but hey, something to do. So we always say this, but having good weather and good friends at a campsite makes it 100 times better. So it's probably really loud. Cape Keraudren is a beautiful place. Like, we enjoyed it from the start, even though it was windy. But just the fact that we end up having a few extra mates here and that wind dies down makes it 100 times better. Oh, you reckon?
Absolutely.
She's you can't even see her. She's hiding down the bottom there. It just, yeah. You can go to so many different places and think it's terrible because the wind's bad or it's raining. But there's so many places that we're probably already seeing on the East Coast. Just stop doing that. It's really loud. I'm just trying to multitask. There's so many places we've been to.
Jokes, just jokes.
Oh, well. This place is awesome, is really what I'm trying to say. Anyway, dinner. Taters. Taters with taco mince, because Erin always does a big taco mince and we just freeze bags of it, and it just goes with so much stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and for nights like this when I don't feel like doing much.
Yeah. So a couple of taters on the fire, and yeah, taco mince, cheese, lettuce, tomato, anything. We got no sour cream though. But
Sean's got some.
oh well, there you go.
We're
got sour
sorted,
cream.
and we got salsa, so we're good.
Anyway, should be a good night, eh? All right, another day in Cape Keraudren, and it's blowing its ass off again. So we're out. It's just too much. It's not fun. It's meant to die off in a few days, so we're going to head into Port Hedland now. We're going to go stay with our mates from beach to bush, so that should be good. We'll park up there and hang out with them for a few days. We're all good to go, but it'll be interesting getting out because we've had to dig right down to get our van level, even with the airbags, because it's such a slope here. So let's see how we go.